it's Jen from Kaale Scrap Designs, and I am here today to say don't throw out your scraps. So after I'm done with the project, I will make something using some of those scraps, trying to get them off my desk and from piling up. And clusters is usually what I go for. So this is typically what I try to do, clusters with my scraps. And to do some mass make with all of my empties, my scraps, I will just go through them, and I will try to do a mass make of, as many as I could possibly do, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So I will go through and see what exactly I have. And I will put them down. And they're all going to be different. Some are going to be larger than others, wider than others, longer than others. And I just go through and I see what I've recently had to do some cutoffs on, and I will just start layering them up. Some of them I may go ahead and tear. I might break them, rip them in half, depending. I'll change them up. We just went through, did some cut-ups of, I might tear the corners off. Some might look the same at first, but then when I go to do my second batch, they're gonna look a little bit different. And then what I'll do is I'll take them over to my sewing machine, and let's just say I have 10. I'll go ahead and I'll just do those 10 and just keep it going without moving anything on my sewing machine. And I'll sew down the middle. And I just layer them up. And when I have scraps and I have nothing to do, or I've lost my mojo, I'll sit down and I'll stamp. And sometimes I'll use those stamps as one of the top layers. Sometimes I won't. It really all depends on the mood I'm in. I'll even use the edge of these with the lines. I think it brings character to the pages. And then sometimes I'll go ahead and they may all be looking the same right now, but they'll look different towards the end. Use some of the parchment paper that I used. And I just layer them up, is all I really do. I rip and tear as I go. They don't all have to be the same length. And this is just how I get rid of some of my scraps. I might add a little color into it. And each that I have and each that I do, they all come out different. And when I feel I have enough layers and I'm ready to sew, I do so. And like I said, sometimes I will go ahead and I'll take some of those, they could be stamp numbers that I've done. They could be, I'm just cutting up some right now, just stamps that I've done on scraps. And then I take a zigzag stitch and I go all the way down. I've done some stamping on piano paper that was cut off, just little sheets of paper. Just random numbers. And these come in handy when you're making journals. And you don't have to do them on all. Depending on what you have. And then I will take it over to my sewing machine and I will try to take you with me. I don't know if this is gonna work. We will try. Sometimes I just have to rearrange them once I get them on here. I have it on my zigzag and black. Move it a little bit so we're not cutting each and every one of them. You want to make sure you get every layer on your stitching. And I'm not not saying it's going to get rid of all your scraps, but it'll get rid of some. And then you can just have these in a pile for when you need them. You could do any type of stitch you want. It could be zigzag, it could be straight. You could do multiple. This is the last one we have. I'm going to move you back over here. And we have them all in a line, and then what I pretty much do is I just cut them all. Just make it really quick. I need to sharpen these scissors. These are my sewing scissors. I actually like the threads hanging off when I use them. And if for whatever reason I don't want them, I just cut them off at that time. But I just cut them off for now. And then I typically have a little box that when I'm done, I just put them in. They stay to the side and I'm all set to go. So I hope that helps you out with figuring out what you want to do with your scraps. This is what I do at some of them. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, please hit that subscribe button. And I thank you all very much for watching my video. You guys have a great day. Bye.